that stand and walk with the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And we don't care who we got to come up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on and gonna continue to take them all on. Of my true love's head.
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see I'm right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cost. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, the robber link a chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaica, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim. Homicide ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long that it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite, crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. If your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure our election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons. Protecting our adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching the love they reflection, no matter what the complexion. We got a common connection, a part of God's hand selection. A shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every fight. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
West till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends, so we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nobody a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been the stopper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going on my Patron, premium of vodka. I put distinctions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they eat on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spit like a tire, down the D. And I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
I ain't at the die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't at the die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave him leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
how you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cup?
Yeah.
Stop, bitch, you get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's wop up. I know you know rock.
who the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you.
It's back on. It's locked. It's locked. All right. It's locked about that. All right. So today is Sabbath service out here in Phoenix, Arizona. Police officer is on holding it down today. Today, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get into it. It's like I'm starting late. You know what I'm saying, trying to wake up. It's like trying to wake up, man. So I don't drink coffee like that, so I had to drink something to stay awake. So get this class done. There's not gonna be a lot to break down today. So right now we're going through a lot of instructions, right, on building and putting things together. Going more into the arc again, leading to some clothing, things like that. But so everything will be more detailed instructions on how to put that arc together. The Ark of the Covenant. So, like I said, a lot of today's not gonna be a lot of breakdown. Be more so just reading. Now, a lot of this is you look at it visually, it's just it's a lot to take in. So it's very, very, very detailed work that's going on. All right, so I'm saying with that, I'm saying we're gonna get just like I said, jump into it. Start with the prayers, right? So, Elijah needs to stand. Hapam, Wahab Kadam, turn face to the east. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shakah, Yahweh, Malakwathka, Taba'ah, Tazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratazak, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Thalanawa, Lakam, Kar, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kawath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawath Nawa, Wala'at, Tabiyah Nawa, Wanasai 1, Abal, Hawashai Nawa, Bayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Wa Aleph, Wata Parath, Lai Walanyam, Aman. Right? In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. The Hakak, the power, in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Babakashah, Thalanawa, Hakak, Hakak Rapa'ah, Kal, Makalah, Wakal Madawa, Hakak Latahar, Hamat Zariah, Hakak Lakwayam, Matthew, Hakak, Arkarwath, Hatama Ali, Lagar Shan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Wada Aman. Right, in English, Yahweh, your name Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. Name Yahushai, thank you, so be it. All right, bless Israel. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Nawa, Warash Allah, Wahab Bayasaparim, Barak, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Wadaman. In English, Yahweh, in the name Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Right. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Waratazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Rasha'al, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Nakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Ath Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Athka, Baba Wa'aka, Ma'ita, Wa'ai, Iwalam. All right, in the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. Whence cometh my help? Coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasharallah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Thou shalt observe thy going out and thy coming in, this time forth, even forevermore. All right, this is Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, all Dam Yalaka, all Takarash, all Tashakwa, all Kayahana, our Yebuka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, our Imaka, Yara Yamwa, Sawada, Wayatha, Yaitazawa, Atazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magalia, Wala'a, Zakar, Shom Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Aitazawa, Laba, Yakatwa, Auyaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahoya, Adawan, Wayashma Ali, Mawaabu, Wagari, Gabal, Maima 1, Maima Lot, Palashath, Amyashebya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawat, Aimam, Hayawat, Zerawai, the Banyan Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, the Majin, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayebian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwood, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayathamwood, the Da, Yatmawa, Ka'ira, because of Iba, because of Bak, because of Zor, Mana'ai, Ka, and say Kamwood, Ashar, Amarwood, Nairashah, Manawa, Ath, Na'awath, Alahaya, Alahaya, Shayathamwood, Kagagala, Kakwash, the Panya Rakat, Ka'ash, the Ba'ira Ya'ira, the Kala Habat, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Tharadatma, Basairaka, Babasa, Bapathka, Dabahalam, Mala'ah, Banyaham, Kwalawan, we have a Koshwa, Shinka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, we have Bahawa, Ai, we have Kaparwa, we have Abadwa, we have the Iwa, Kaya Ata, Shimka, Yahawah, the Batka, Al Yawan, Al Kar, Ha'aratazah. All right, in the English, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lit up the head. They're taking crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let's cut them off and be their nation. In the name of Yahshua Allah, there be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, and the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur is also joined with them. They're hoping the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the book of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. But the nobles like Ored, and like Zeed, yea, on the princes of Zabah, and now Zamuna, who said, let's take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame set the mountains on fire. Persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill the faces with shame. Let me seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Let them put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth. All right. The blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Wa Maka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Metajab Ya'ah. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapi. Ha Sarunani. Akwataza Yayim. Akar Yayim. Wa Wathmi. Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Wa Rahman. All right, in English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohanan. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. Name Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. All right. Sir, while you're shoving, turn to be seated. Right, that's y'all at home following along. All right. See. Said we're gonna jump into this. Like I said, as you know, we read 7 verses in the Hebrew. We're gonna be in Exodus, the 36th chapter. We see it in the title. We're going from verse 9. It's like it down. I said today is not a lot of breakdown today, just because of the where we're going into. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, who might be seeing us later, here in the ISUPK, all zones, you know what I'm saying, all camps, all schools, we are going to be reading from Genesis all the way to Malachi. This is the last book of the Old Testament. All right. Each week we're doing 49 verses, you know what I'm saying, from that. Today we're in Exodus, saying in the 36th chapter, starting at verse 9 today. Said we're going to do 7 verses in Hebrew. We read those in English. So it's not a lot to break down. This is, of course, going on just getting more detailed into the tabernacle, I believe, and into the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, so let's see real quick. Verses 9 to 15 in Hebrew. We'll go back over that in English. So book of Exodus, chapter 36, verse 9 in the Hebrew. Arak, Hayarayah, Hayar, Ya'ai, Kath, Shamanap, Wa'asharyum, Ba'amah, Rayakab, Arabai, Arabai, Ba'amah, Hayarayah, Akath, Ladah, Akath, Lakal, Hayar, Ya'ai, verse 10, Wayakabar, Ath, Kamash, Hayar, Ya'ai, Akath, All, Akath, Wa'amash, second, Wakamash, Yara, Ya'ai, Kabar, Akath, All, Akath, verse 11, Waya Ashah, Waya Aish, it's like it, Waya Aish, La Adlat, La La'ath, Takalath, Al, Shapath, it's like Shapat, Harayah, I, Ha'akath, Makwata Za'a, Bamakab, Bamakarath, Khan, Aisha, Bashapath, Hayar Ya'i, Akwaya Tazar, Wana, Bamakarath, Hashan Yath, verse 12, Kamashayam, Lala'ath, Aisha, Bayar Ya'i, Ha'akath, Wamath, Wamashamya, Wakamashim, Ala'ath, Aisha, Bakwat Taza'a, Hayar Ya'i, Ashar, Bama Kabrath, Ashan Yath, Makwab Yalath, Halala'ath, Akath, all Akath. Verse 13. See, Waya Aish, Kamashim, Korasia, Zahab, Waya Kabad, it's like Waya Kabar, Ath, Hira Ith, Akath, all Akath, Bakarath Young, Wayaya, Hamashakan, Akkad, verse 14, Wayaash, Yaaya, Yaith, Azayam, La'ahal, Al, Hamasha, Hamash Khan, Ashathya, Aishara, Yaya, Ya'ath, Aisha, Atham, verse 15. See, Aran, so Arak, Hayar Ya'ath, Ha'akath, Shalashim, let's see, Ba'amah, Wa'arabia, Saki, Wa'arabai, see, Amawath, Rakab, Hayar Ya'ath, Ha'akath, Madah, Akath, La'ashata, Saki, La'ashathia, see, Asherah, Yerad, Your eyes. All right. The first 7 verses in the Hebrew. Shalom, sis. Shalom, everybody. Also, that checked in. All right. I'm sure everybody's also liking the videos too. Push that up. All right. So, same 7 verses in the English. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 36, verse 9, in the English. The length of one curtain. And so this is going into detail of the tabernacle. All right. The length of one curtain was 28 cubits. The breadth of one curtain was 4 cubits. The curtains were all of one size. And he coupled the 5 curtains one unto another, and the other 5 curtains he coupled one unto another. And he made loops of blue around the edges of one curtain from the selvage in the coupling. Likewise, he made in the uttermost side of another curtain, the couplings of the second. 50 loops made he in one curtain, and 50 loops made he in the edge of the curtain, which was in the coupling of the second. The loops were held one curtain to another. He made 50 dashes of gold and coupled the curtains one to another with the dashes. And so it became one tabernacle. Just telling how the tabernacle was put together with the measurements. So I believe 50 cubits is 50 cubits is like, I think I said before, like an arm's length, like from here to here is like considered like a cubit. So imagine the arm length about 50 times. All right. It's pretty big. It's a lot. You know, technically had to be big to house, you know what I'm saying, everything that was inside of it. Definitely pull up pictures of what the examples of they have of what the tabernacle would look like. I believe you go to Hollywood Israelites, I believe police officer 5,000 Tabawan had a video kind of go over what the tabernacle would look like. So this tabernacle that we will hold while we were in the wilderness. This is all while we were in the wilderness, mind you. All right. So we read the next set verses. Read the next 7 verses in the Hebrew. Right. I'm just gonna go back over to English. Waya'ash, book of Exodus, chapter 36, and that verse 16 in the Hebrew. Wayakabar, it's like Wayakabar, Ath, Kamash, Hayarayah, Ath, Labad, Wa'ath, Shasha, Hayah, Raya'ath, Labar, it's like Labad. Verse 17, Waya'ash, Lala'ath, Kamashim, Al, Shapath, yeah, you're right, Yayar, Yai, Hakwayat Na, Bamacabrath, Wakamashim, Walaath, Asha, Al, Shapath, Hayara, Ya'ai, Hakabarath, second, Hakabrath, Hashanyath, verse 18, Wayaash, Korsaya, Nakashath, Kashamashim, Kamashim, Lakabad, Lakabar, At, Ha'ahal, Lahayath, Akkad, verse 19, Wayasha, Makasa, Alahal, La'ahal, Irath, all young, all young, Ma'adam young, Wamakasa, Irath, Takashim, Malamai, Allah, Wayaash, Ath, verse 20, by the way, Ath, Shakarathium, Lamash Khan, Lamash Khan, Achazaya, Shot Young, Amadium, verse 21, Ishar, Amath, Iraq, Wakwa, Hakarash, Wa'amah, Wakanatazaya, Ha'amah, Wakab, Hakarash, Ha'akad, verse 22, Shathya, Yadath, Lakarash, Ha'akad, Hashalabath, Akath, Akath, Khan, Aisha, Lakal, Qarashia, Hamash Khan. All right. Seven verses. The same 7 verses in English. Look at Exodus chapter 36, verse 16 in the English. And he coupled 5 curtains by themselves and 6 curtains by themselves. He made 50 loops on the uttermost edge of the curtains in the coupling, and 50 loops he made upon the edge of the curtain, which he coupled the second. He made 50 thatches of brass to the couple the tent together, that it might be one. Verse 19. And he made a covering for the tents of ram skins, dyed red, and covering the badger's skins above that. And he made boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood, standing up. The length of the board was 10 cubits. The breadth of one board was 1 cubit and a half. One board had 2 tenons, equally distant one from another. Thus he did make for all the boards of the tabernacle. I said, unless you are, unless you know what all this, like I don't know much about fabrics and borders and things like that. But this is, like I said, very detailed instructions. You know, so the Most High wanted things done a specific way. This is what you got to do. Like when Most High said, do it this way, all you do is just do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to go outside the lines and try to think you can, well, I can make it look better. No, just do what the Most High said. Everything will be good. Right? That's what these brothers did. You know what I'm saying? Bazaleel and Aholiab, right? They did the job that they were tasked to do. They were given a job to do, complete the task. That's what these brothers did. So keep reading and get the next verses. All right. Book of Exodus, chapter. Okay, the next 7 verses. All right, in the Hebrew. All right, starting at verse 23. Let's see. Wa'isha, Ath, Kwarashayim, Lamashkan. Let's see. Asharium, Korashium, Lapa'ath, Laquab, Dayumah, verse 24. Wa'arabium, Wa'arabium, Athonia, Quasat, Asha, Takath, Ashayim, Hawakarashim, Shanya, Akkad, Adonium, Takath, Hakarash, Ha'akad, Lashathya, Yadath Yawa, Washanya, Adanya, Adanyang, Takath, Hakarash, Ha'akad, Lashathya, Yadath Yawa. All right, verse 25. Walatazalai, Hamashkan, Hashanyath, Lapa'ath, Tazapawan, Aisha, Ashayam, Korashian, verse 26. Barab Ya'i, second, right, second. Arabayim, Adon Yatham, it's like Adon Yaham, Kasap, Shanya, Adonium, Takash, Hakwarash, Ha'akad, Washanya, Adonium, Takath, Hakarash, Ha'akad, verse 27, Wala Yara, Lakat, Laya Rak, Taya, Hamashkan, Hamashkan, Nama, Yama, Aisha, Shashaha, Korashin, verse 28, Washanya, Korashin, Aisha, Lama Kwatazar, Ith, Hamashim, to Hamashkan, Bayarak, Bayarakath, Young, verse 29, Wahayawa, Tawa Ahmad, Tawa Imam, Malama Sa, Wayakadwa, Yahayawa, Thamyam, Al, Ra'ashwa, Al, Hasabai, 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 what? Ha'akath, Khan, Aish, Aishath, Aisha, Lashan Yaham, Lashanya, Hamakwazad, Hamakwatazai. Just the next 7 verses in English. Exodus chapter 36, verse 23 in English. And he made boards for the tabernacle, and 20 boards for the south side of southward, and 40 sockets of silver he made under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons. And for the other side of the tabernacle, which is toward the north corner, he made 20 boards, and 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, he made 6 boards, and 2 boards he made for the corner of the tabernacle and the 2 sides. And they were coupled beneath and coupled together at the head thereof. To one ring, thus he did to both of them, and in both the corners. So now this is going to the boards that's going to be set up, right? These are the boards they're going to put together, couple them together. They're going to, basically they're using 2x4s. You know what I'm saying? This is we're going to put it in today's time, right? Think of 2x4s. Essentially what they're using. All right, putting together the surrounding of the tabernacle is basically the fence, the border. Right. like I said, just keep it going. All right. So the next 7 verses. The next 7 verses in Hebrew, Exodus chapter 36, starting at verse 30. Wayahawa, Shad, Shabana, Korashim, Wa'adan Yaham, Kasak, yeah, Kasak, Shashahah, Ashar, Adanya, Shanya, Idanium, Shanya, Idanium, Takath, Hakarash, Ha'akat. Verse 31. See, Wayaash, Baraya Yaha, it's like Baraya Yaha, it's like Bara Yaya, Itazaya, Shath Yum, Ha, it's like Kamasha, 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 Lakarashya, Tazalai, Hamashkan, Ha'akat, verse 32. Wakamash, Wakamasha, Wakamasha, Bar Yathak, Bar Yakam, Lakarashya, Tazalai, Hamashkan, Hashan Yath, Wakamasha, Bar Yakam, Lakarashya, Amashkan, Laya, it's like Laya, it's like Yalara Kathyam, Wama, verse 33. Wayaash, Ath, Habar Yaka, Habar Yak, Hatala, Hatad Yakan, Labarak, Batad Waka, Batawaka, Hakarash, Hakarash Yam, Aman, Mana, Hakwataza, all. See, Hakwataza, verse 34. Ha'ath, Hakar Ra'ash Yum, Tazapa, Zahab, Ra'ath, Tabaithum, Aisha, Zahab, Bathyum, Labar, Yakum, we got to Zapa, Ath, Ibar Yakum, Zahab, verse 36, verse 35. It's like Waya Asha, Waya Aish, Ath, Harpakat, Takalath, Wa Ragal, Waya Raga Man, what the eye, what the wall, what the wall, I, Shania, Washasha, Mashazar, Ma'ash, Kashab, Aisha, Atha, Karabia. All right, verse 36. Waya Aish, La'a, Laha, Arabai, Ha, Amawadiya, Shat Yam, where to the palm, Zahab, Wawaya Yaha, Zahab, where to Zakwa, Laham, Harabaha, Adunya, Kasat. All right, so let's get into it again. In English for Exodus 36, verse 33. And he made the middle bar to shoot through the boards, and one end to the other, and he overlaid the boards with gold. And he made the rings of gold to be places for the bars, and overlaid the bars with gold. He made a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen with cherubims, which he made of cunning work. He made there unto 4 pillars of shittim wood and overlaid them with gold. And he took, and their hooks were of gold, and he cast for them 4 sockets of silver. All right. So we're not going to keep going back and forth. Like I said, it's just all this is just instructions on how to build. Not much to really break down. All right. to these next 7 verses in the Hebrew. Okay. Where's your eyes? It's like Exodus chapter 36, verse 37 in the Hebrew. Where your eyes? Masak. Lapatak. Aha. Takalath. Wa'a. Regard man. Wata. Wala aita. Wala aith. Shanya. Washasha. Mashazar. Ma'ai. Ma'aish. Ma'aisha. Raquam. Wa'ath. I my wad Yawa. Kamasha. Wa'ath. Wa Yaham. Watazapa. Ra'ash Yaham. One Shakwa Yaham. Zahab. Was Wa'adan Yaham. Kamasha. Shah. Nakashath. All right, now we're in chapter 37. This is verse 1. Okay. Exit chapter 37, verse 1. Waya Asha. Batazala La'a. Batazah La'a. Ha'aran. Ha'arak. Yeah. Ha'aran. Atazayah. Jatya. Amath Young. Wakatazayah. Arakia. Arakwa. Wa'amah. Wakatazayah. Rakabwa. Wa'amah. Wakatazayah. Kwamathwa. Verse 2. Retazah Pawa. Zahab. Tahawar. Mabyath. Bamak. Watazah. Waya Asha. Lawa. Zar. Zahab. Sabyabah. Sabayab. Verse 3. We got to Zakwa, Lawa, Arabai, Arabai, Tabai, Taba'ith, Zahab, Al, Harabai, Arabai, it's like Pamai Yawa, Rashathia, Rashathia, Haba'ith, Al, Tazalai, Wa, Ha'akath, Rashathia, Tabaiwath, Al, Tazalaiya, Tazalai, Wa, Hashan Thoth, verse 4, Waya Ash, Badia, Atazaya, Shat Yam, Waya Tazakwa, Waya Tazapa, see, Athan, and Zahab, verse 5, Waya Baya, Waya Ba'a, Atha, Hadanium, it's like it, Hebadium, Watabad, Watab, I, Watab Ya'ith, Al, Tazala'ith, 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 Ha'aran, Lasha'ath, Ath, Ha'aran. All right. So in English, starting at verse 37 of Exodus, chapter 36 in English. He made hangings for the tabernacle door of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen of needlework. Now the 5 pillars of it with their hooks, and he overlaid their capiters in their fillets, the fillets with gold, and their 5 sockets were of brass. Chapter 37, verse 1. And Bezaleel made the ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half was the length of it, and a cubit and a half the breadth of it, and a cubit and a half the height of it. And you overlaid it with pure gold within and without. It made a crown of gold to it round about. He cast for it 4 rings of gold to be set by the 4 corners of it, even 2 rings upon the one side of it, and 2 rings upon the other side of it. And he made 2 staves of shittim wood and overlaid them with gold. And he put the 2 staves into the rings by the sides of the ark to bear the ark. All right, y'all, almost there. Said, like some of this, like you try to picture it in your head, unless you know what a lot of these terms are. You know, what I'm saying this is kind of hard to picture, but you always go look up what the Ark of the Covenant looks like, the tabernacle looked like. You know what I'm saying? So, as a matter of fact, let's just so I can have like a better. It's like, let's look at it, man. So, everything is just recreations based on what was written in the Bible. Since we haven't had an ark in nearly 2,000 years, you know what I'm saying? We're going based off what the of what was written there, you know what I'm saying, to their best ability. See which one do I like. It's not giving me what I want. I just want to just give y'all like a visual. Best visual representation I can give y'all so I can kind of better picture it, you know what I mean? Because without seeing without seeing the visual, all this kind of just means nothing. So you're hearing it, but you're not really. It's not a. That should be fine right there. Give it a second. It's moving kind of slow today. So this is the Ark of the Covenant. This is like everything they're describing. Right? Got the angels, the cherubs up top, the wings. We just read about the stage that I put into the rings outside the Ark of the Covenant. Just what the Ark of the Covenant, about the size of it would look like. It's a pretty big object, right? It said this is exactly what it looks like. We'll know when the time comes, right? When Christ comes back, we'll have the Ark of the Covenant back. We'll be able to get it back, and then we'll be able to look upon it. But this is like a good representation of what the Ark of the Covenant would look. I'm saying this is, like I said, to give y'all a visual, because just hearing the instructions don't do much for you unless you can see what it looked like. I'm saying that this is what a good representation, a bigger picture of what it would look like. I'm saying there's the Ark of the Covenant is a very intricate design, right? You can tell by what we're reading, the last few weeks, like almost a month or so, in this part of Exodus where it's going over the Ark of the Covenant. Now let's look at the tabernacle, right? Let's get a look at that. Let me see here. This will be okay. So switch over, and so right here, what you see is so here. This is the tabernacle. This is what we're reading about right now. These are the curtains. These are the curtains to go inside. This overlay. This is this is the tent, right? These are the curtains to enter. This is the border that's around. See? So this is, it said, not, you know what I'm saying, not small at all. Remember, we are, at this time, we are nomadic people. Conscious, yeah. So we are, at this time, we are very nomadic people. And so we have to take this apart and put it together. So when we're stopping, we're putting this back up. When we're leaving, we're taking it back down. So this is something that we moving around with us. I said it's not a small task to put this together. See these tents out here, that's how we were living at this time. This is us coming out of Egypt, right? We did all this to put this all together while we were out in the wilds before we had our own land, right? It said 45 feet long. That's in 15 feet wide. Say this is where you wash your hands at. This is where the sacrifices would be done. Inside of here, in the back, this back area right here, you said the most holy. This is where the Ark of the Covenant would be held. Not just anybody can go in there, right? Let's say you go in there, you would die. You would be unalived. All right. You didn't have permission to be in there. You couldn't be in there. So this is just so y'all can have a visual. You know what I'm saying? To see what we're reading right here. Because the Most High was very he knew he was very detailed about what he said, right? This is how he wanted things to look. So like I said, we're gonna finish out. Like I said, we got a remember the God thing. I just read those in the Hebrew, so I gotta go back into the. We just read the rest out in English. So I'm still a little tired because I work overnight. So. All right, so look at Exodus chapter 37, verse 6 in the Hebrew. And he made the mercy seat of pure gold, 2 cubits and a half. 2 cubits and a half was the length thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the breadth thereof. And he made 2 cherubims of gold, beaten out of 1 piece made he them. On the 2 ends of the mercy seat, 1 cherub on the end of this side, another cherub on the other end of that side. Out of the mercy seat made he the cherubims of the 2 ends thereof. And the cherubim spread their wings on high, and covered with their wings over the mercy seat, with their faces one to another, even to the mercy seatward, were the faces of the cherubims. So what I showed you, the cherubims had the wings up like this, right? It's the cherubims looking like this. Their faces facing toward the mercy is that open area in between the cherubims. That's the mercy seat. So that's it. Like I said, let's go back. Good. Okay, we'll bring this back up. All right, so not me to do that. Okay, so better visual right here. So this area in between the cherubims, like on the end, these angels, these are the cherubims, right? In this center right here, right? This is the mercy seat. Yeah, hopefully I can see the mounts, but right here in between the cherubims, their faces would be facing towards the mercy seat. All right. This is what they were doing. These are the staves that were made. This is how they would carry the ark. All right. This is the pillars. You know what I'm saying? This is the box, right? This is sit inside his. And here was the what you call the Ten Commandments, right? The tablets that Moses got from the Most High. They said great intricate design. He said Most High, you know what I'm saying, definitely knows what he's doing, wants to design something. Yeah, this just giving you that example of what the mercy seat is. You're hearing it, unless you can really put an image to what you're hearing, it's kind of hard if you've never seen it before. So remember, these are just images that we have based off what we're reading. Uh, we'll know soon enough what it really looked like. Wait a minute. I didn't even show y'all. This one's some McAfee stuff. Slack it. Slack it, sis. Yeah, I got it up now. So we go over it again. So the center, right? That's this area right here. This is the mercy seat. This is where the cherubims will be facing towards. All right. So their face will be looking inward. So like I said, it's very intricate. So these cherubims would have faces on them, looking forward in this direction right here. This lid comes off, right? Because inside it sits the Ten Commandments. All right, these are the staves that they'll carry. As I said before, these are the pillars for each four sides. A lot of this piece right here is one thick piece. You know, welded together. Like I said, this is one of the closest that we got, right? Image wise of what we're reading right now. Same thing with the tabernacle picture. This is like the best of what we got. If I think that there's for the tabernacle that kind of shows more of the inside view. Okay. Share that. So this is inside the tabernacle. Let's see it right here in the back. I'll show you another picture. This is where the Ark Covenant would sit. Only the high priest could come in here, right? If not for the high priesthood, you could not come in here. It's not for you. Come to this curtain. This is where our menorah sat, right? Some more. I think that's where our scroll sat at. If I believe. Can't really tell too much in this picture. So I kind of zoom in on this because like all pictures just kind of coming up small. But if you got time, just type in tabernacle on Google and it'll show you a bunch of outlines of what it would look like inside. You see all these things right here? This whole thing was made to be taken apart, be put back up again. Because like I said, at this time we were 40 years, you know what I'm saying, in the wilderness where we were nomads basically. Yeah, this curtain right here separates the rest of the tabernacle from the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah. So yeah, this is Yeah, so this is, saying, amazing design work by the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And our people were able to make these things out in the wilderness, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, there's not much that our people can't do. You know what I'm saying? Given we stay, it's like they stay. Granted, we stay. One with the Most High. All right. So, with that, like, someone just read the rest of this out. We're almost to the end. Like, so we're just going to verse 19. Exodus chapter 37, verse 10. He made the table of shittim wood. 2 cubits was the length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. And he overlaid it with pure gold. It made thereunto a crown of gold round about. He made thereunto a border of a handbreadth round about. And he made a crown of gold for the border thereof round about. And he cast for it 4 wings of gold, and put the wings upon the 4 corners that were in the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border were the rings, the places for the staves to bear the table. And he made the staves of shittim wood, and overlaid them with gold to bear the table. And he made the vessels which were upon the table, his dishes and his spoons and his bowls and his covers, to cover withal of pure gold. Most I love is gold. And he made the vessels which were upon the table, his dishes and his spoons and his bowls and his covers, to cover withal of pure gold. It's like, and he made the candlestick of pure gold, of beaten work made he the candlestick, his shaft and his branch, his bowls, his knops, and his flowers were of the same. The 6 branches going out of the sides thereof, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side thereof, and 3 branches of the candlestick on the other side thereof. 3 bowls made after the fashion of almonds in one branch, a knot and a flower, and 3 bowls made like almonds in another branch, a knot and a flower. So throughout the 6 branches going out of the candlestick. All right, so basically, so this is kind of a small. Like I said, you saw in that picture, as best you can in the tabernacle was the big menorah. Think of this what it would look like. So this is the shaft, the main part. These are your bowls, the almond shapes right here, the knobs. All right. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you had the base. So think of this, but this is extremely big. You know what I mean? This is just a small representation of what the menorah would look like. Like I said, if you see anything with 9, it's supposed to be seven bowls up top, right? Because you got the shaft with the 1 bowl in the center, the 3 branches, 1, 2, 3, with their own bowls on each side. So it's only 7. Only 7 candlesticks on the menorah, right? Not 9. You see anything more than 9 that is not of the Most High, all right? That's not of the Bible. So luckily, let's say get some not representation. Got some images today, to kind of go along with what we've been reading. I know this is like going over these instructions of how to build these things would bore some people, but when you have the images to go along with what you're reading, it just makes it that much better. Now we have the benefit, right, of having these images, and have people make these images of it. But our people back then, when they got these instructions, They didn't have the images to go off of. They, of course, they knew. As I said, people that built these were artisans. You know what I'm saying? These guys were carpenters, basically. You know what I'm saying? These guys were very skilled in what they did. So when they get these instructions, they know exactly what was being said. They ain't putting it together. They can already see it in their mind. If you don't used to building these kind of things, you don't understand what's being said to you. It kind of sounds like gibberish. But giving y'all the visuals of it, hopefully that can make you, hopefully let you see just how amazing, you know, not amazing, don't say that. Hopefully it helps you see just, you know, the intricate and beautiful work that Most High gave us. And how we took that for granted. You know what I'm saying? We took the Ark of the Covenant for granted. We took the tabernacle for granted. Those years out in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? We took that time for granted, getting right with the Most High. Because as soon as we got in our own land, you know what I'm saying, we went astray again. So even before that, coming out of Egypt, seeing all the miracles, we went astray. You know what I'm saying? When Moses was up 40 days and nights up on a mountain. Hopefully that lets you just get you back with the right, get you back in the right place with the Most High, man. These things that He gave to us, He didn't give to nobody else. He didn't give nobody else the Ark of the Covenant. And so He didn't give anybody these beautiful, intricate designs. You know what I'm saying? It's just this is for people that were basically nomads at the time to put that up every time we sat down. We sat down for a place for a while. To take it down and put it back up, we got to carry these things. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying, we have it easy compared to that, to what they were going through. They have it very, very easy. And we should, you know what I'm saying, we should all realize that and get right with the Most High. This is the time, man. I was saying in the class on Thursday, I'm saying World War III is on the horizon. All right. All the pieces being pushed in place. It's time for you to make a decision, man, where you want to stand at. Now's the time to play around with it. All right. So, well, sis, yeah. So you know what I'm saying, we gotta get right with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? As the Bible said, you should seek your own salvation. And don't get it twisted. All right. You're not saved until the end. All right. This isn't done until Christ comes back. And even then, I'm saying the best is to see where you want to be at. All right, but with that, like I said, hopefully everybody enjoyed the visuals today. Thank God to the Most High for you can put that in my giving me that thought to give you guys a visual. It doesn't really mean much just to hear the instructions. A lot of people can't visualize those kind of things. That kind of artwork. I know that reading it was hard for me to put it together because some of the things I just like. I don't even know what a lot of this stuff is. I kind of grasped a little bit. With the visuals, just like seeing how beautiful the Ark of the Covenant is, seeing how amazing the tabernacle was, and just what we are able to do as a people because the Most High is with us. Without the Most High, you know what I'm saying, we are nothing. The less did nothing. Never think that you are the shit. You're not. And so when you come to the Most High, you need to humble yourself. God says, yeah, you know what I'm saying, they don't yes, it's out there. You can always look up visuals of it. It says on Google. You know what I'm saying? I type in the Ark of the Covenant or the Tabernacle. You know what I'm saying? And that will that give you a good insight of our people, right? What we were able to build. Listen, just look at Israel right now. Look at some of the designs that brothers come up for garments. Sisters come up for garments. You know, our people do amazing things. We are a very gifted people. You know what I'm saying? And because we're so gifted, because the Most High has made us a peculiar people, right? separate people, everybody sees how special we are and they take advantage of it. It's time for us to take advantage. I don't say take advantage. Let's say that. It's time for us to bring those skills back for our own people. All right, not saying you can't sell to other people your work and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and make that money. But the people should always come first. Before that, the Most High should always come first. Right? We don't do that enough. It said time's coming to an end, right? And these brothers that made the Ark of the Covenant, that made the tabernacle, they did as they were told. That's the one thing you always got to remember with the Most High. It's always what you're told, not what you think. Trust me, your feelings. Sometimes you got to get out your feelings, man. You know what I'm saying? With anything, you know what I'm saying? Your feelings will turn you away from the Most High because you don't want to humble yourself. It's time to humble yourself, man. Time is short. Time is short. You know what I'm saying? You got, let's say, these can pop off tomorrow, tonight. These can pop off 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 50 years from now. Listen, to us it's a long time, but to the Most High it's a short time. It's short, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Listen, the writings are on the wall. The signs are there. All right, so with that, we're going to fill up with these prayers. So, Elijah, you should stand. If you're at home, make sure you're fixing the east. All right. Point Hakwadam used to turn your face to east. We get we start with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayu, Kodash, Hayah, Shilka, Yahweh, Lakwatha, Taba'ah, Tazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayu, Athananawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kawathnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawathinawa, Wala'ah, Tabayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwat, Wa'ala, Wataparath, Laiwalanyam, Aman. All right, in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And if that is temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right, Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kasha, Nawa, Hakat Rapa'ah, Kar, Makalai, Wakar, Marawa, Hakat Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakat Laquayam, Hamathim, Hakat, Awakarwa, Hatma'ala, Lagarashan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Dawada Aman. In the English, Yahweh, name Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. Name Yahushai, thank you, so be it. All right. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Rashal Allah, Bahabayah Saparian, Barak, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Dawada Aman. In the English, Yahweh, name Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. Name Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Samayam, Rarataza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Ragalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hanah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Ayashan, Shamar, Rasha'ala, Yahweh, Samarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyaka, Yo Mum, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Malayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makar Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Atka, Abawa Aka, Ma'aita, Ra'aid, Iwalam. In the English, I lift up mine eyes unto the hills, for whence cometh my help. Help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He would not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee would not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasher Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, even forevermore. All right, Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, all Dama Yalakah, all Takarash, or all Tashakwat, all Kayahana, our Yebuka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, all Amaka, Yara Yamwa, Sawada, Wayatha, Yaitazawa, all Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Munakak Yadan, Magalia, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nawaitazawa, Laba, Yakatwa, Aryaka, Barya, Yakarathwa, Ahaya, Adawam, Wayashma'aliam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wamawan, Wa'amalak, Palashath, Am Yeshabya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zerawa, Rabanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabyan, Banakal, Koyashwan, Ashamadwood, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Sharithamwa, Nada, Yatmawa, Ka'arab, Bakaza'aba, Bakazabak, Bakatazar, Mana'ai, Karl, Sayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairashah, Manawa, Na'awa, Alahaya, Sharithamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Apanyaraka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Bakala Haba, Dalaha, Harayam, Khan, Thardatma, Basa Iraka, Obasah, Bapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakashwa, Shanka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Baharwa, Ayai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kayata, Shanka, Yahawa, Yabatka, Ayawan, Alkar, Ha'aratazah. Right. In English, keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let's cut them off from being a nation. In the name of Yasha Allah, there be no more in remembrance. For they consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. Tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, and the inhabitants of Tyre. And so it's also joined with them. They hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. But the nobles like Oreb, and like Zeeb, yea, of the princes of Sabbath, and that Zamuna, who said, let's take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, with them like a wheel. As a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. They may seek thy name, O Lord. Let thee be put Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Let them put to shame and perish, that men may know that God, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth. All right? Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Wa Maka Allah. Wa Allahayim. Azab Ya'ah. Allah Wap Yahani. Ha Allah Wapyum. Ha Saranyum. Hakata Zayayim. Hakar Yayim. Wak Wathim. Yahweh. By Shem Yahweh Shai. Wada Amun. In English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael and the angels. Commanding General Yahani. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. Name Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Sorry, Sherman's trying to be seated. And that concludes today's Sabbath service. So, shalom. Shalom to Israel.